I'm just a honka burning love. I'm just a honka burning love. Oh, sorry. Today is Elvis's birthday. And so I am channeling him with his scarf. And I have my Elvis earrings because if you know me at all, I'm a huge Elvis fan. So I am so happy and excited to be doing a reading for you guys on Elvis's birthday. I also have a lot of messages to give you. Um, I am feeling a little silly right now, so but anyways, he would be 90 years old, by the way. If you are an Elvis fan, you know that, but he was born in 1935. And so, yeah, he would be 90 years old, you guys. Like, that is crazy to me. I feel like some of you here are now remembering, yep, because I'm getting emotional. Some of you here are remembering where you were when he died. And so I think it's bringing up the emotions of that memory. So I'm feeling very emotional. That's crazy. Okay. Also, his song My Way, which, he's not the original singer of that, but he did sing that song, and it was a beautiful version of I Did It My Way. So I was getting ready for this reading, and this cube, it has different sayings all over it. And so the one that drew to me was doing it my way. And so when I was writing down my notes of what what I wanted to remember to say, I noticed the cube saying doing it my way, and then I did it my anyways. It was like, okay, I am really channeling something here. Also the cube itself made me think of Metatron's cube. And my mom gifted me this, my stepmom gifted me this Christmas, and it is Metatron's cube. And on the other side is a flower geometry here. So flower, sacred flower. And this is Metatron's cube, and then the flower, and I just thought that was the coolest gift ever. And so Metatron's cube, if you don't know, was named after Archangel Metatron. And I saw somebody make a comment on someone's video saying that Metatron wasn't an archangel, and I was like, really? And so I looked it up. I guess Google would tell me if it archangel. I mean, if Metatron's an archangel, but it definitely said it was. And it's like the universe has been confirming to me. I've been finding other sources saying that Metatron is definitely an archangel that you can call on at any time, and his energy, the energy of Metatron, is pretty powerful. It's a powerful energy to work with. So when I put this necklace on, I didn't put it on just to be cutesy. I did it for a reason, because my intention here today is to channel messages that you need to hear. Whoever you are tuning into this video right now, you need to hear these messages. So, or these just the energy of this video itself, I'm hearing it is something that you need almost as an activation for your highest timeline. So that's pretty cool. But Metatron's cube is it's funny that it's called a cube, and yet that's not the traditional cube we think of, right? And if you notice, it's all of these like circles connecting to um, its geometry with the circles on the points, um, basically representing interconnectedness. That it's a symbol of the fundamental structure of creation. So we are totally all connected. We're all connected. You don't meet anyone you're not supposed to meet. Let me say that again. You don't meet anyone that you're not supposed to meet. So anyone that comes across your path, they are there for a reason. Even if it's you're sitting on a park bench watching people go by, those people going by are all connected to you in some way. So I also heard when I was channeling Metatron's cube, the one is coming. I don't know if this is referring to like a love, or if this is referring to the job you've been looking for, but whatever it is for you, Spirit wanted me to say, the one is coming. Yeah, that one. That's what they said, that one. Also, as soon as I channeled that, 11:22 was on the clock. So you might be seeing 11 or 22 a lot lately, or just a bunch of combination of numbers like that. 33, 44, 77. And then I heard 1974. So I felt like whoever is here who was born in 1974, there are messages here for you. I heard that very strongly. So if you are someone who was born in 1974, let me know. Drop a comment. I would love to know that for you. So today's topic is about energy, because I've skirted around this topic many times, and I've dropped some, really big hint bombs to you guys about working with energy, and that saying of your thoughts create your reality. I just made a post on Facebook about it that never rang true to me. I mean, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, okay, sure. I guess, if I think of something enough, it'll come into my life. I was just like, it just it didn't sit right, and it didn't make total sense to me. So at the time, I didn't realize that the reason it didn't sit well with me is because that's not the full truth. That's only part of the truth. And so it's like we latched on to that one little part because it was just easy to say, your thoughts create your reality. Yes, that is true, but it's not the whole truth. So today I want to talk about energy, because to make another simplified statement, oversimplified statement, but this rings a little bit truer to me, is that energy creates your reality. Your energy creates your reality. And yes, we can control our energy based on our thoughts. So again, that saying is not fully false, but it is not all the way true. So I want you to do something with me, because I did this when I was in massage school. Someone came and was talking about energy, and they told us to put our hands together like this and kind of do like this and feel the energy in between our hands. I immediately felt this ball of energy in between my hands, and I felt like I was pressing against air. And I'm like, but there's nothing there. That's energy. Energy is literally everywhere, okay? So, but then the person that was next to me was like, I don't feel anything. I was like, are you serious? you know? I was like, and then another person also said they didn't feel anything, but then another person said they did. And I was like, okay, so this is probably a very simple way to kind of gauge where you're at and feeling energy. So at 8:22 on the clock, I know I'm supposed to be doing this with you, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to first shake and get the energy all mixed up, okay? Just shake, 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 shake. Take a deep breath. Okay. I want you to take your hands. I want you to focus all of your attention onto the space in between your hands, okay? You may see something, I've never really seen anything, but I feel it. I'm very into feeling. So right now, yes, when you put focus on this space and you move your hands back and forth like this. Now, mine tend to do better when they're down here. So let me move the camera down just a little bit. Okay, there we go. So if you move, yeah, right there, I feel a resistance. And so I know that is energy, that this is my energy. I'm feeling my energy right now. So, and then I start to feel it kind of like start pulling almost towards each other. And so I'll back it up, and then I'll do like this. And you almost can feel tingles in your hands as you do this. You'll feel like little prickles on your palms. And so as you continue to do this and kind of just playing honestly with the energy, this is literally, to me, the most basic thing to know if you can feel energy. Now, if you're sitting here going, I don't feel anything, you guys, it takes concentration. It takes the intention and the knowing that there's energy there and that you can feel it. Okay? Maybe close your eyes if that helps. Maybe you're trying to look and it's distracting you. Maybe close your eyes and just feel that energy between. And when you feel resistance, when you feel like you're pressing up against an air ball, that's what this feels like, an air ball, then you know you are literally physically manipulating energy here, okay? So if you're not getting it from that, there are many other ways to gauge kind of where your energy is. And another one, because a lot of people, that's can be difficult for some people to get. So the other thing is, but I also heard from Spirit, keep doing this until you do feel energy. Because you're putting the intention out there by doing this that you want to be more in control of where your life is heading. By doing that, you go with the flow of energy, of where the energy is, of whatever you're trying to desire, okay? Whatever you're trying to bring into your life that you're desiring. So this is a very good gauge to know if you feel energy. If you don't, my hand is like buzzing right now, okay? But if you don't, I'm hearing to keep doing it until you feel that energy. Until you do, because you're putting out there that you want to feel it. So Spirit is going to co-create with you in order to allow you to be a little more sensitive to feel this energy. I'm also getting to be very careful. Not careful. I hate that. I don't like telling people to be careful. What I want you to be watchful of or to understand, because when I got started in all of this, I didn't know that when I told Spirit or the universe that I wanted to feel energy more and I wanted to know the truth about the universe, I didn't know what the process for that was, but I was willing to say, I want that. Well, just know that when you ask for the truth, when you ask for being more sensitive to energy or wanting to unlock your gifts, the reason you don't currently feel like you may have gifts, or maybe they're very weak, you feel like, or you see things or feel things every now and then, but it's not consistent. It's just like this. You're like, maybe I do. I'm not sure. That's because your earthly 3D human self has gotten in the way. Your trauma, your baggage, your all the stuff that has built up in you to block being able to feel this energy, because what comes with feeling energy is also emotional, because emotions are energy. Anger holds a different energy from happiness, okay, and joy. So when you tell the universe, Spirit, God, when you say, I want to know the truth, I want to feel everything, just know that this can be overwhelming and it requires you to be a bit discerning about what energy you're feeling. If all of a sudden one day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, why do I feel so off? This could be that you're feeling someone else's energy, or that you're not aligned, okay? I also have my Elvis cup, by the way, and I'm drinking orange juice, so I feel like, and that's not a normal beverage that I have while I'm getting readings, so someone here might need a little bit of vitamin C. Is that what comes from orange juice? Yeah, the vitamins, but there may be some vitamins and minerals and nutrients in orange juice that you may need. Maybe I do. It's so good. You know what's really funny too? This orange juice I bought for us to go on vacation, and we left it there when my husband and I left, but my other family members were still there. So they brought it back when they came home. And so this is orange juice that I bought for myself, but thought it was lost and gone, and now it's returned back to me. So I feel like that's a message to someone that something you purchased or something that you got that you feel like is gone, it's still there and it's going to show back up. Okay. I also got that this may be somewhat to do with love and the fact that I sung Hunka Hunka Burning Love. So someone here, when I said the one, is talking about the love of your life, the love that you are searching for. The one is coming. So, and I feel like maybe you may have met them in the past, maybe even briefly. There's definitely a connectedness to you. And so this connection, the distance is closing. The one is coming. Okay. Big message for you there. So that was all. No. Okay. All right, I'm hearing for if you want to know more about the energy and how to manipulate the energy, I will be making another video on that. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put it on my Patreon or on my YouTube. So be looking out for that. I just got a little bit of a hiccup in my throat. And now I'm needing to cough. So there's definitely this message that's trying to come out to you guys. And I feel like that message will come through very clear in the other because I'm going to go into more about the energy and how to use this feeling of energy to bring in your desires. But I'm feeling a strong message now to get into the tarot because some more specific messages are going to come for you guys. So I'm going to put this aside for now. Honestly, that was all I had and written down. So I am feeling, oh, no, yes, there is one more thing that I want to do before I get into the tarot. And I found this book the other day, How to Expand Love, His Holiness the Dalai Lama. So I was told you're going to use this book during your reading, and I'm just going to open to a random page. Whatever this page is where I'm supposed to be, okay? All right. Here we go. Concern for others is a willingness to bear the burden of helping them achieve their own happiness. Such a courageous, unparalleled, altruistic assumption of this burden leads over time to aspiring to the levels of spiritual development in order to serve more effectively. Interesting. So, putting concern for others is a burden to help them achieve their own happiness. Okay, let's keep going. In Lhasa, Lhasa, Tibet, when giving teachings on love and compassion in my youth, I would be moved from deep inside. After first arriving as a refugee to Dharamsala, India, sorry if I'm messing these names up, I was conducting an initiation ceremony and I wept when reciting the stanza by Chandrakirti, given on page 134. Though I was deeply moved by contemplating the marvelous qualities of altruism, they felt like something distant, difficult for me to achieve. Around 1969, after gaining insight into how we exaggerate ourselves into being like a master and exaggerate things into being objects under our control, I saw that liberation is indeed possible because the ignorance that makes such exaggerations is simply wrong. And there is a counterforce, valid knowledge, wisdom, that can eliminate it. Okay, I feel like that message is getting away from me. Okay, here we go. Toward whom are you cultivating compassion? The answer is every sentient being, because everyone is afflicted with some form of suffering. In earlier meditations, you developed an intimacy with other beings. Okay. No matter whether they are rich or poor, healthy or sick, young or old, it is crucial to have wait, to have an abiding sense of others' dearness and their constant suffering. It is easier to generate compassion while visualizing a sentient being who is very destitute, but we need also to reflect on persons who do not seem to be suffering at all, but who are in truth acting in ways that will eventually bring about manifest suffering. Extend this visualization and compassion to persons who have done such deeds in the past, accumulating negative karmic predispositions. Though the effects of their karma are not currently being experienced, these prosperous persons hold the causes of future pain as surely as if a cancerous tumor rested painlessly in their bodies. Okay. So, what I'm getting from this is that interconnectedness, Metatron's cube, the fact that no matter how successful someone looks, no matter how put together someone looks, no matter how positive someone is acting, there is something there that they are working through. And this book said that there's baggage just waiting there to come up to manifest suffering for them. So even if somebody has it all together, there's still this karmic lingering thing that they are going to have to deal with. So you almost have to take time away from the equation and know that at some point everyone has, is, or will go through challenging times. I'm not a huge fan of the word suffering because that indicates that you're miserable. I truly believe you can get through miserable times or things that feel challenging, um, while still being, you and this positive being, this uplifting presence. I do feel like if you're in this state of awareness of that what's happening is a karmic lesson or something that you possibly have brought into your life from old patterns that you haven't broken yet, that it's coming up so that you can break that pattern. So I see these challenges that you're going through as opportunities to break the pattern. There's a reason why this keeps happening to you. Okay. All right, we want tarot. Now, I have not ever used this deck. This is the Enchanted Tarot deck that I was gifted a little bit ago. And the Queen of Hearts is coming out to me. That is the same as the Queen of Cups. So I do feel a feminine presence here who is very in touch with their emotions, who is very self-aware and knows that the energies around them can affect. So I'm feeling an empathic uh, feminine energy here. Now, just because I say feminine or masculine does not mean you are male or female. The higher I feel like I elevate and learn, the more I realize that gender is something we as human beings put on ourselves. That there is no gender in the spirit world. It's all energy, and it's us humans that put labels on things. So that's why I'm going to do that next video, and I've just decided to put it on my Patreon because this is some very specific information about certain people that really want to elevate in their life. So if you are resonating with what I'm saying and you feel like these messages are what you've been needing to hear or wanting to hear, then hop on over to my Patreon and look at the next video that is the extended version of this one for more details on how you can use energy to manifest your desires, okay? All right, you guys, let's use this enchanted tarot deck. And what does Spirit want to tell us at this time for the collective? What does Spirit want to tell us at this time? I will say the larger the deck is, the harder it is for me to work with. So I'm going to use a different method of shuffling. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, you guys. Whenever I feel like I'm getting very high messages, my head tingles like crazy and it gets almost itchy. I swear that the higher elevated I feel or more connected to spirit, the more my like body feels buzzy and then my nose starts itching, my head starts itching. It's very interesting. Okay, we've got the Hermit. So you guys may be coming into a time where you'll feel like friends or family may be not calling as much or reaching out as much. This is also a time where you feel like maybe you want to disconnect from family and friends. This could be, I'm getting that there's maybe some teachers in this group who get caught up in conversations with people and you feel stuck in that conversation. Yeah, almost like there's this communication of you want to get your work done and then get out of there so that you can go home and be with your family. And I feel like there's people around you that are keeping you in this low, like maybe people on your team. This is very specific. People on your team may be like low vibing and you feel like you can't stay elevated because they're bringing you down or something like that. So this could be like your clue, your sign that you need to distance yourself. You know, if you're having a team meeting or, you know, just a meeting where you have to be around those people, maybe don't sit near them. You know, I know that sounds so silly. Maybe and then don't be afraid to be your authentic self, because people that are low vibing are not afraid to be themselves. You know, they're not afraid to keep vibing the way they're vibing no matter how they're affecting the people around them. So you continue to be yourself, and then things will happen. You know, they may change to a different grade level next year, or, you know, it's just, I'm feeling like there's someone here who almost, if you keep showing up as your authentic self, which is going to take you being in this hermit mode, the number 9 there again, like Elvis is turning 90 today if he was still alive. So that 9, this is a number of a cycle ending. Like it's almost completed. It's, in fact, it's, I'm hearing that for some it is completed. So you are breaking a cycle here, but this is going to require you to kind of slow down. Stop going, slow down, start noticing more about signs and numbers and synchronicities, paying more attention. This is getting more in touch with nature. See how they're out in nature, going on a walk. I like almost collecting things from nature. Um, yeah, I'm definitely sensing like a walk in a garden or a path in the woods for you. So this is being alone. This is reconnecting, realigning, resetting yourself. Now that you've completed or are completing this cycle, this is requiring you to kind of reflect and go inward. So this hermit period is necessary. And yeah, don't be surprised if somebody goes, you never come around anymore, or you know, they like say it to you in this like you're doing something wrong. you just say, I've needed some time to myself. It's nothing against you. Or, I just feel like the more we make excuses just to make the person feel better about us not being around, that's not being authentic. Say the truth. Say, hey, I am feeling like I need to get back to my own energy. And so I am distancing myself from people for just a little bit. It has absolutely nothing to do with you and everything to do with me. I am showing up for myself. And if that feels too in your face, just be like, yeah, I just feel like I need to lay low for a little bit. It depends on who you're talking to, you know what I mean? So this hermit energy is really strong, and it's almost like if you don't take the time to do this, you can't move forward in the way that you're trying to move forward. And if you're here listening to this, I know that you're truly trying to like really elevate and bring in all the things that you feel yourself wanting and desiring. I am hearing to take care of business. TCB, taking care of business, is an Elvis thing. TCB with the lightning bolt going through it. Yeah, so take care of your business. It's, let them take care of their business. Once they realize you're serious about this, then they leave you to do your own thing. You're breaking the pattern, you're setting boundaries. My kids, because I used to be a teacher, an elementary teacher, and my kids, it would just kill me. They would say pattern instead of pattern. And I just heard myself say pattern. So maybe, I don't know, that memory popped up for a reason, maybe. I don't normally say pattern. So again, I'm feeling that there is definitely some teachers in this. So if you are a teacher, make a comment. Let me know. I like to see and hear and feel my fellow teachers because I was there. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. So this is a card of struggle. I'm feeling it, like you're up against a brick wall here. It's almost like you're there's this energy of needing to look at how you feel about abundance and what you feel worthy of being abundant with. The Five of Pentacles lets me know that you could be struggling financially, or you could be just about to, like right now you may be struggling and you may look at your bank account and not see, but I'm almost like there's this need to tap into the energy of being abundant. That's why I was talking about energy earlier. So right now you don't feel abundant because you haven't tapped into the energy of abundance yet. What does abundance feel like? Is abundance money? No. No, it's not, you guys. It's not. That's why I stopped saying I have a lot of money and I just say I'm abundant, because why do we want money? And I'll be honest, I watched a video from the energy reader. She used to be called the tarot priest, but anyways, maybe check her out. She is very in touch with spirit and is a no nonsense type of reader, but she really understands energy. And so that's why she's called the energy reader. And I have also been tapping into energy a lot. And so from this Five of Pentacles, I feel your energy of lack, of you being in this lack energy of feeling like it's never enough, like you feel like you get ahead in one thing and then something else breaks down, or you have to spend more money. So I'm feeling like at this time of your life, I'm feeling the energy of like you feel like you're lacking. So spirits want me to encourage you to tap into the energy of abundance. What are you abundant in? Like I'm looking at the room right here in front of me, and there's an abundance of beautiful things that I have put in this room that make me feel good. So, what do you want abundance of? Money that's just going to sit in a bank account? What do you want to do with the money? Like what is I think what you're trying to control how your desires come to you. That's what this is. You're trying to control it. And that's not how energy works. Because when you try to control how something comes to you, it just puts up more blockages. So this is spirit saying, let your desires come to you by feeling abundant. And to tap into this abundance, you have to find things around you that you feel abundant in. Do you have a lot of animals in your house? I have 4. I'm abundant in love from animals around me, okay? I'm abundant in crystals, my gosh, my husband is making me a tarot card holder because I am in abundant in cards at this point, you guys. I have 13, 14, like 15 decks, almost 20 decks that I use on the regular. And I was like, "Oh my god, my desk is a mess from all these cards." Well, we have a 3D printer, you guys. So I was like, "Babe, can you make me a tarot deck holder?" And so we got all my decks, we measured them, and now we are making me a tarot deck holder. And I will show it to you guys when we're done. But I mean, like, I'm literally manifesting things for myself using a 3D printer. That's not money that's manifesting for me. That's my idea going into a machine and coming out as an actual object. There's no money involved there except for, yes, I know the money for electricity, materials, and the actual machine. I get that. I totally get that, you guys. But I chose, what I'm saying is, I want to be able to manifest things into my life. And now the universe has provided a way for us to do that. If you want to get down to if you want to be like, well, but this, that's fine, but that's just more blockages. And that's why that wall in the background is really standing out to me, is that you keep putting these blocks up instead of actually just feeling confident that when you say you want something, that the energy of that desire can come to you if you are tapped into the energy of that desire. To manifest something that brings you joy. Okay, for example, like, I was so unorganized and messy, and so I wanted to organize my space. Well, I put out into the universe, I want to be more organized. I want to be organized. I am organized. My life is organized. My house is organized. My desk is organized. I can think clearly because I'm organized. My thoughts are organized, right? So then now I have a 3D printer that I can print something to help me organize, you guys. So the energy of organization was there. And as I keep showing up as my authentic self, when we finally booted up the 3D printer, and then my husband's like, "What do you want to print?" And I'm like, "Oh my God," So it happens. The universe lines it up for you, and you can't worry about how, when, or any of that. You just have to understand and know and have faith that spirit is co-creating with you, and it all happens in divine timing. Okay, that interconnectedness, that Metatron's cube, you guys, that when you put out your desire, when you put out the energy of your desire, the whole point of the universe is to make your desires come true. So what energy you put out, the universe is going to bring it to you. Okay, this is great. The Emperor, my goodness. The Emperor. Definitely some masculine energy here. I'm also getting turkey from this. That's very interesting. What are turkey feathers? What does a turkey represent? let's see. Connection with earth and the abundance it provides. Connecting with nature. The turkey also represents service and selflessness. They sacrifice their lives to nourish others. Turkeys are flock and work together to find food and stay safe. So it represents community, generosity. Some Native American tribes believe the turkey was a guide that ushered the dead into the next world. Huh. I I'm just gonna say it. I feel like I feel someone here has maybe a father that has passed or a grandfather. Yeah, when you find feathers, oh yeah, someone's loved one is definitely here. And I feel like they are leaving you clues. They are leaving you signs by leaving feathers. So if you're finding a feather or you find feathers around you, that is a message from your loved one that you're on the right path. So if you're not finding feathers, I'm hearing, then there is this need to maybe go into hermit, connect with nature, and I'm sensing that when you do connect with nature, you will find feathers. So let me know if you have found feathers recently. What else about this emperor? I'm also feeling like when you tap into this masculine energy, things that were hidden will now be exposed. I'm hearing confidence, clarity. Confidence and clarity are the main ones, that those have been kind of hidden. And when you tap into the masculinity, the masculine energy from this emperor, those things will come forward. Your courage will come forward, your confidence and knowledge and wisdom, and having clear insight into something will come forward. I also see that when you relax, or oh okay, when you relax into this masculine energy, that's so interesting the way that came out. When you relax into this masculine, so this isn't something you can force, this is something you have to tap into. I am powerful. I tap into my masculine energy to be a leader, to have courage and strength to go after what I want, because I'm hearing you can move mountains if you knew what you were capable of. Also, roses are coming forward here, and like just flowers and beautiful big puffy flowers is what I'm seeing. Like big, there's the roses that are just skinny and all put together, and then when they bloom, it's so this is like you blooming. Okay, here we go. You're blooming and spreading out, like your energy, your aura, everything is just going to be undeniable when you tap into this masculine energy. And I'm hearing that your loved ones are helping you do that. So if you find a feather when you go on your nature walk or when you go out into nature, wherever you go, this is a sign from your loved one that to tap into your masculine energy in order to move forward in a courageous leadership type role, because you are forging new paths. There's that path. You're forging new paths here. You're breaking patterns. You are being the one that actually does it, is what I'm feeling. We have the strength card. You guys, of course, we have the strength card. This is the number 8. Also, this is the tarot card for Leos. So, any Leos out there? Um, Yeah, there's almost this balance, though, I'm feeling, of masculinity and femininity that's needed, because sometimes when we feel like we need to be strong, we may come out as being like overly aggressive about it, and I'm sensing that this is being strong and standing in your power without it coming as overbearing. So there's this balance needed of um, being aware of your emotions, your feelings, tapping into compassion and understanding without coming off as aggressive. Um, how gentle she's being with this lion. Is that a female lion? That's a female lion. Usually there's a male lion on the Rider Waite one. So that is so interesting that this is female, and I was feeling that like softer, more and then we have the emperor and then a female lion. Wow. Okay, wait, there's something here. I'm also picking up on that love energy again. The love energy between a masculine and feminine, a divine masculine, divine feminine. Again, these are not gender roles, these are energies. So this is balance of masculine and feminine coming together, merging to create something very beautiful here. This is also the one that I was talking about earlier. This is that the one energy here. Wow, that's so beautiful. Okay, I only pulled 4 cards, but I got so many messages from every card that I feel like that is the messages that are wanting to come out for this reading. However, I will be going like literally pressing stop and then start on the next video because I'm tapping into some more intense, complex energies here that I will want to go into my next video that I will be posting on Patreon, my Patreon account. So if you want to see that, you can head on over to my Patreon account, and I will post the link in the description below this video. However, I did bring more cards with me. And I feel like my animals are calling, so we're actually going to end. I say that, but now Spirit's like, we're going to end on an animal card. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, what do the animals need? What messages do the animals like to get to the collective right now as this energy? I just felt my root chakra light up. So some of you may be working with a overactive, I'm hearing, root chakra. And overactive means you may be constipated, honestly. You may be constipated and you may be feeling sluggish. So with an overactive root chakra, like it's too much energy going there. So I am sensing that maybe you're feeling unstable, which would make sense with, yes, good God. Yes, with the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling instability. That's the energy again. So listen to some root chakra frequencies to kind of unblock that chakra area, because again, to tap into this energy is going to require you to be balanced and high vibing. So it's very important to be balanced. Okay. We got the cats. I tell you what, cat energy has been around me quite a lot lately. And so I know those of you tapping in here are definitely a lover of cats. You probably have cats around you. I have 2. Also my cat Elvis, you guys. I'm going to get so emotional right now. Okay, I'm going to take a break real quick. Hold on. Okay, you guys. I just saw 49:22 on the clock. 22 is the number I associate with my mom because she passed on 2/22/2022. Anytime I see 22, I'm like, hey, mama. So I know she's like, it's okay, girl. I'm here with you. But anyways, my cat Elvis, it's Elvis's birthday. You guys, the signs, the synchronicities. But my cat Elvis passed earlier this or last year. Well, last year at this point, but it feels like not that long ago. So that's crazy that the cat came forward for independence. So yes, this is going to be a time in your life where you are claiming your independence. You're not living your life for anyone else. Yes, you may be a parent, you may be a teacher, you may be someone who's in a very committed relationship, but you're not living your life for them. You're living life with them. So this is you getting back to you, who you truly are, while also being in those roles. Okay. I feel like if you're here, you might have lost yourself in that teaching role. You might have lost yourself in your partnership because you're trying to please your partner too much. It's that excessive root chakra. It's doing too much to try to please others, and not focusing on the person living this life right now, and that's you. Uh, I just grabbed the card that was on the top of the deck right here of the Enchanted Tarot, and it is the Lovers. So let's look at this because this is different from Enchanted Tarot. Oh, I am feeling like, wow. Okay. So yeah, you're definitely connected to the one. And I'm getting that you probably have been dreaming about them, or that y'all have been connecting in the dream space or the astral space, whatever you want to call it. And your energies are connecting. Um, and it's 12:22 on the clock, you guys. And so the one is in your very close to showing up into your life as a permanent. Nothing is permanent, but as someone to stay, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. So the cat spirit, sorry about getting so emotional. I am a very emotional person, and I was very, very sad when my cat passed, and I still am. But I am very happy that I got 15 long years with him because he's been through he's been through life with me a long time. Oh, we got the koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. They have a plan, and you just got to trust it. Spirit has a plan, so let go and let spirit, let go and let God. Let go and let energy work for you. Stop trying to control everything. Stag spirit, take the lead. There's that emperor coming out again. Take the lead on going after what you want. Stop feeling bad for not being busy all the time. Stop feeling bad for taking a break. Stop feeling bad for not hanging out with your friends and family all the time. It's not about them. Yes, there are some of you that have a servant's heart. I totally get that. I love to give to people. I love to serve. But I figured out pretty quickly when I started on this journey that I was doing it out of reasons that were from an insecure, guilty, fear-based place. Once I realized that and I started putting up boundaries, and I started paying attention to when my energy was getting drained around certain people, I started backing away, going into this hermit mode. And they're not going to understand. Some will, some won't. But you have to take the lead on protecting your energy if you're wanting to expand and if you're wanting to elevate your life. That is the biggest message here from these animals. Okay. All right, you guys, I'm going to stop there because I asked Spirit to give me a short reading, and we're going on an hour again. So, Spirit, again, I trust that those that need to see these messages will. And I trust that if you made it this far, that you are a dedicated spiritual elevator and that you are on your way. And I am sending all the best vibes to you because you've already made it. You've already made it. You're this far. If you're this far watching this video and tuning in and resonating with what I'm saying, you've already made it. You're completing the cycle. You have done the growing, you've done the work, you've already made it. Now you get to see what comes next, and that is the most exciting thing. So I'm excited for you, and I want to thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. If you want to watch more videos of mine, check out my YouTube channel. Follow, subscribe to my channel. That way you know when new videos come out. When you subscribe and like and comment and share, that connects you with my energy, and I can give way more detailed messages that resonate with you even harder. Okay. And if you feel like you want to know about the energies more in this reading, go over onto my Patreon where you can find a more detailed reading tapping into these energies as well. Okay. Much love and light to you guys. Mwah.